Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
And welcome back, everyone. There are many that say if you dream it, think it, desire it, believe in it, it will show up, no matter what that is, whether it's the perfect person in your life, whether it's the car you always wanted, whether it's abundance. They call it manifestation. Does it really work? How does it work? We're going to talk about that today. And she is somebody who leads an organization of holistic healers, all different modalities, and they truly help move your life forward. She's Kate Blecher from Kate's Holistic Healing, and she's back with us. How you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing really well, Steve. Thank you.
I'm working on this manifestation thing. I've studied it. I'm still studying it. There's a book that's been sitting on my coffee table. Yes, people still have coffee tables. I started last year and I'm not even done with it because I just haven't had the time. But the principles around it are if you truly believe it's going to be in your life, that it will be in your life. You'll draw it to you. How would you define, is that how you would define manifestation?
Exactly. I mean, once you know what it is that you want, and I can give you examples of how to go about doing that, but then just know that the universe will bring it to you. And it's better to manifest positive things. It's not good to stay away from the negativity, like harming people or something.
Interesting you should say that because that was my realization, unintended realization of manifestation. So I was in a relationship and I would always just picture myself, my role in this relationship. And I would just think to myself, this is what I am here. I don't want it to be, but I'm feeling that this is what I am, even though it was never discussed that was my role. And I'll just leave it at that. Don't need to detail it. That's what it turned out to be. And that's not what I wanted, but
Right.
I believe I manifested it to be that. So it almost seems like I reverse engineered the manifestation. Like, should have did it the other way. This is what I want. But I've heard story after stories of people that manifested things, and I believe them because of who they are. One woman was in a not a great relationship, somewhat abusive, as she described it. Her husband got ill. He passed away. There was a feeling of relief there, sadness, but also relief. And she's very inspirational in what she does for work. I'll just say that. She wrote down the perfect person that she really wanted, took the paper, folded it up, put it underneath her bed. A week later, she met that man and couldn't be happier. And it's years later, somebody else who, very, call it intuitive, inspirational, wanted a high-end Tesla, couldn't afford it, manifested it, believed in it. 6 months later, barely 6 months later, got it cash. And it's legit. I mean, high
Yes.
level, and it worked. How do we do it? I wrestle with this. Maybe others do too. The right way to manifest. What's your belief?
Well, I can give you three methods that work very well if you want to manifest positive things in your life. First is just take a piece of paper and cut off strips of it. And on each strip, write a wish, something that you want to have happen, something that you would like, some change in a relationship, whatever it is, and just keep writing down your wishes. And then take them, fold them up, stick them in an envelope or a bag, and just put them away somewhere. And in about 6, 12 months, you'll come across them again and open them up. And one by one, you'll see that they all came to fruition.
Hmm.
Maybe there might be one that hasn't yet, but you can start again. And most people have 2 or 3 of these envelopes going at the same time, all with different desires. But as you said, it actually happens. Everything I've ever put down that I've wanted, I've gotten.
Wow.
And I've asked for some amazing things.
Mm.
And it really makes a difference. Because once you've done that, again, the universe will bring them to you. It's
And
very,
I never thought of doing it that way, just writing it down, throw it in an envelope, maybe put the date on it, put it away somewhere, come back to it again. I've understood that when you manifest, you can't come from a place of lack or negativity. Example, you want that sports car. Really, really want it bad. Like my car, it's 15 years old. I need a new car anyway. I don't know how I'm going to buy another one, but I'm going to manifest this vehicle. Here we go.
yeah,
I'm going to do all those things to believe it's here. I'm driving in it. Hair is blowing in the wind. Got the song on the radio or, through the sound system. I smell that leather. Woof. Oh, just wave to somebody. Hey, what's going on? You're believing it, but after a period of time, if you start saying, when is it going to show up? When is it going to be
right.
here? That's coming from a place of negativity and lack. And to my
Mhm.
understanding, once you start doing that, you're derailing the forward memento of your manifestation.
Exactly, which is why it's also not good to focus on it. Like, well, I asked for there to be an improvement with my relationship with my sister, and she's being just as nasty as always. I mean, that is not the right way to do it.
Mm.
Write down, I want to have a wonderful relationship with my sister. And then just, you know, let the cosmos work on it.
Mm.
And it will come. But you're right. You can't start spinning it into a negativity. When am I going to get it? I've been asking. I've been asking. It's not here. That does not work. It's got to all be positive and you've got to believe it and it comes to fruition.
Some even say that, like you said, that the sentence, I want to have a better or healthy relationship with my sister. Flip it as if it's happening. I am having a wonderful, healthy relationship with my sister. I have that car. It's here because some believe that it is here. It already showed up. It
Sure.
already arrived. Whatever you want, it's here. Maybe it's like just at the edge of your fingertips and you haven't grabbed it yet. You have to pull it to you or attract it to you, and that's why manifestation works.
Right.
Hmm.
Exactly. But um, there's also another way. I mean, we have two other ways of getting manifestation to come to reality. People can do dream boards. I don't know if that's anything you've ever done,
Funny you
but
should
it
say
takes
that. I was just the one thing I haven't done, and I was on a train ride. Actually, you're upstate New York, right?
right.
I was heading upstate New York a few weeks ago on the Hudson line, and just looking at just the scenery, and I'm like, you know what? I got some time here, so I started finding pictures on my phone of things that I want or I believe I deserve.
Right.
And then I thought, you know what? I'm going to print them out. I'm going to put them on the wall and just stare at them every day. Just that's it. Put it there. Vision board. That's another word for it.
But that's exactly it. I mean, it's you've got to go through and start looking at pictures that resonate with you, that you want, that for something it's just attractive. And get a little pile going. And one day when you feel inclined, put them out on a board and know that they'll be in the place they're supposed to be. You might want to do your past, present, and future,
Hmm.
or any anything. And you'll find that as you place them down and then put your board away, everything you're looking for in the future, when you go back to it like 12 months later, will have happened. I mean, the first one I did, I was in a dark place when I did it, but I had my future going up and I put in things like bears and birds and walking up a stream and being in nature and a beautiful house and love and enlightenment and all these things. And then when I pulled it out, I said, "Oh my God, books! Who would have thought of that? I've written 3 books." and bears. I got all these bears on my property because I got a house with a stream. I mean, everything that I wanted came through, and my life just got so much better. And
Hmm.
I've worked with people on these dream boards, and just like you picked out those pictures, that was very good instincts of yours. You know,
Wow.
they will come to you.
Still got more to go though. I know, I fully admit I haven't fully harnessed the power of the vision board. By the way, side note, if you're into apps, if you're into graphics, Canva, which is a program a lot of people use, there's a lot of power in it in the free version. Some people use it for social media, graphics. You can do anything, make a poster with it, whatever it might be. They have a section on it for vision boards. So if you want to make
Really?
it easier and just draw, not draw the pictures, but draw them into one particular board, just another way to do it. If somebody, I'm a geek. However, I like old school as well. So I'm going to print out the pictures that I saved, and there's more I have to find. And I'm going to put it on literally on the wall because I know that's going to work for me. I have every app on the planet on my phone. Guess what? Keep looking. There's post-it notes all over the place because it's when it's in my face, I can't
Right.
ignore it. I can't ignore it.
No, you're totally right. And if you actually have the picture, taking it, looking at it, touching it, putting it on the board, I mean, all of that is a transfer of energy. And you can't
Mm,
do that as well as on an app,
mm.
you know?
Yeah. Yeah. You want that Tesla, whatever car it is, find a picture of it.
Mhm.
Right.
Exactly. Right.
May
You
not,
don't want,
it may not show up. Okay, so let's go here now. Be specific, but in your manifestation, but be open to change. For example, you want the perfect person in your life. Guy, blonde hair, blue eyes, whatever it is. Don't get fixated on that because the universe may have this is your life partner right over here. They have dark hair and dark eyes. And you don't know it, but the universe knows it. It's the one for you. But if you're fixated on something, that might not truly sit. Same thing with the Tesla. I want a red
mhm.
one. All right. Um, Me personally, I'll take any color you got. If you're going to send it my way and it's going to come easily, I'm good. Good, whatever. Um, just to have a little bit of flexibility. That's where I'm going with that.
Right. Exactly. Look for the essence and not the
Mm.
particular.
So
And
a lot of this rides on positivity.
yes, it does.
Hmm.
Because once you've started manifesting things, your life will just start to flow easier and you'll be happier. And the positivity will attract others to you because people want to be with people that are uplifting and beneficial and can help them and give them good advice. And you'll just find that your life will become richer and your friends and your relationships will become deeper and more positive, and people will want to know what you've done to get all these great things in your life. And you can explain to them about manifestation. But the positivity really does make a difference in your day to day existence. And a good way to stay positive is every morning when you first wake up, say, today I will feel happiness, I will feel bliss, I will feel joy, I will feel love, whatever you want to feel that day. And then you shall. And for the rest of the day, everything will be so much better.
Hmm. Is it, I don't want to say simple, but is it as simple as putting the intention into it?
Yes. It's the intention, it's the desire, but it's got to come from a good place because you want to help others, you want to help yourself, you want to help the planet. And if it's coming from a good place, it does just come into existence.
Hmm. It's the one, this phrase, and I didn't make this up. Some say it was Shakespeare, some say it was Bob Marley. I don't care who said it, but I pilot by it, and it's love everyone, trust few. That was a lesson, and do the right thing for all. So to your point just now, you can say,
Right.
just do the right thing. Well, Some people just do the right thing for themselves, not for
Right.
the greater good. And that's why I think that's important. And that is my mantra, but it's in line basically what you're saying, that whatever you want or that positivity, it's for all. It's not just for yourself.
Right. Well, one of my favorite mantras is before you speak, let your words pass through three gates. Is it true? Is it necessary?
Very,
And is
is
it
it
kind?
kind? Yep.
Right. Which is just key. I
Oh my
mean, if
gosh.
everything you say is kind, people will flock to you. I mean, it'll become a problem.
It's so true. I've shared that with others as well. And that I call it the three-phase filter. That applies to your texts, to your emails. First of all, if you're going to send an email that yeah, is a little heated or has a little bit of tone to it, wait. Well, if you can wait 48 hours, do it, whatever it is, but you got to put it through that filter because it's a game changer. If you put it through most things we do through that filter, you wouldn't say them, you wouldn't send them. So true.
Exactly. And it's so much better when you don't send out negativity.
Mm. It's funny if you wait on it, how much different it looks. Like you look back at it, in your drafts or whatever it might be, and you look back, you were going to send it and like, yeah, I don't need to do that now. But whatever the reason is, or that doesn't feel good, I'm letting that one go. Yeah. So thanks for the reminder. I forgot about that one. It's a good one.
Oh, yeah, no, but it is very true.
Hmm.
But there is a third method for manifestation.
Please.
If people are interested, you can do it. You can meditate, and I've got a recorded meditation on manifestation, and you can find that at kateblecher.com. And if you listen to it or you just meditate on your own, imagine you're walking on your own beautiful private beach and you're with your spirit guide, your angel, and you come across a treasure chest that's open and it's empty on the inside. And you can put anything you want inside this treasure chest. You can even put people in the chest. And every item that you put in, pick up from the ground, look at it, place it gently in the box, and keep adding everything your heart desires. And then you and your guide can close the box, put it in the earth, but it stays within your energy circle. And know that all those things will come to you in time. And it doesn't take as long as the strips of paper or the dream board, vision board, but it works wonderfully. So that's a third method in which you can
Wow.
manifest.
Well, you can be laying in bed and do that.
Yes, exactly.
Hmm. I believe if you're going to do that, and many of the things we're talking about, that you have to believe them, but feel them. So like let's say you're doing that meditation, manifestation meditation, and you got that treasure chest and you're putting those items or people in there, you have to feel it. It can't be just I want a pen. I want a brand new pen. I want to put that pen in there. No. Why do you want? I love this pen. I love how it's part marker and it just flows so well. And I feel good when I write. I feel like it's an extension of me and my ideas when I write. I really want another one. I'm going to put that in there. You have to be connected to it. It can't just be objects you're dropping in a box and dropping it in the ground.
Exactly. It's not just throwing money in. It's got to be, you got to touch it. It's got to be tangible to you. And
Mm.
you've got to know that what you ask for, you shall receive.
Yeah, it's coming your way. I don't get religious, but people have told me that it's in the Bible. If you ask and you shall receive. Some certain words, I don't know how they
Mm.
how they are, forget already. But somebody reminded me that recently, because we were talking about manifestation, and they said, "Yeah, did you realize?" I'm like, "Well, I didn't know." Okay, great. If that supports you. Now, you've got an organization of people with different modalities that you can help other people with. Can you tell us, last couple of minutes here, how that works?
Oh, certainly. Well, there's a lot to be said for Western medicine, but Eastern medicine is more on the holistic side. And if people are having, everybody's having issues in their life of one type or another. And we have people that work um, on various problems. If you're having a physical ailment, for example, then something like Reiki can be very good. I mean, a lot of people are quite receptive to it, and if the practitioner knows what they're doing, they can really make a difference. Acupuncture is the same thing. We have two great acupuncturists that work with us, and it just takes pain away. But they really know the body and they know how to manipulate the needles. And then there's, the physical movements like the yoga and the Tai Chi. They're very good because they kind of border line between working out and meditating. They bring in
Hmm.
your mind and your soul to your movements, and they can be very healing. And what one should do is be think about being grounded. And grounded means we have all this electricity in our body that goes up and down our nerves. And all electrical lines have to be grounded before they go into a house. But so it's important for us to walk barefoot on the beach, on the grass, touch a tree, let the energy that builds up in you flow out of you and back into the earth where it belongs. And try to do that on a daily basis. And it's just grounding is very good for the body and for the health.
I believe that we don't realize how powerful it is. I practice it, and it came from me even the last couple of years realizing how much better I feel when I'm outside. And I just like made that connection. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. It's not just getting fresh air. There's more to it than that. To the point, and I'm going to say this, and people may judge me, but I felt the need to hug a tree. I felt the need to, when I was going through some stress, well, like 5 months ago, something popped up, and I'm like, I can go outside. And I just walked for a second. I'm like, tree, I need you. And I went over and I touched the tree. I'm like, I'm feeling better. And I don't think it's psychological. I think
No,
there's more going on here.
there is. And you can even put your hand on the tree and try to sense its energy or just listen and see if you get any messages. I've gotten fascinating messages from trees.
I promise you, I'm doing that later today. I'm not even kidding. It's been a lot going on this week, and I feel like I need a moment. So I'm gonna find that time later to do whatever, take a walk, whatever. But I am going to do that with a tree. There's one tree that that's my go-to. Like I'm like a dog. I have a tree. I have a tree. That's my tree. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try and see if something comes back or I pick up on
Very
something.
good.
Hmm.
Okay.
Uh,
And if you have a question, ask it of the tree and see what message comes back to you.
Oh, I will. Thank you for that. Thank you for everything today. You're so insightful, but very clear. A lot of this can be like a little woo-woo for people, and they kind of wonder. It's clear. Try it. What do you have to lose? I look at it that way. Uh,
Right.
you might have epiphanies. You might have realization that the stuff does work for you. How do we find you, Kate, if somebody's looking to go a little bit deeper?
Sure. If they want to reach out to us at katesholistichealing.com. And again, the meditations are at kateblecher.com. And our phone number is 917-863-0857.
Awesome. And for you, hug a tree, maybe not a bear. I know you have them, but you might want to maybe not. Just saying. But how cool. Oh, thank
Sure.
you so much for today. We'll talk soon. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much, too.
Thank you.
Are you looking for even more of the podcasts and hosts that you love? The Podcast Business News Network is proud to announce that you now have even more ways to listen live. Check out the MyTuner Radio, online radio box, and Simple Radio apps on iOS and Android, or find us online. Search for Business News Network on mytuner-radio.com, or search Podcast Business News Network on streama.com and onlineradiobox.com/US. Take your podcast on the go and don't miss a minute of the action.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers.
Day-to-day simple tasks can become pretty daunting.
I have to carry my chair up 2 flights of steps or have somebody do it for me.
What scares me the most is just the falling.
When I'm struggling with my house, I think, to have that one great barrier just knocked down, it's crucial.
Home for Our Troops is a wonderful nonprofit that builds a
mortgage-free, fully adaptive, handicap-accessible house. And there's no catch.
It'll be our very first home that we've ever owned.
This is a game changer.
This is where your life begins again.
We need you to join us in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Because of you, everything's going to be okay.